8 nations, 1 baton. And this track is about to see something special. The women's 4x400 final is here, and every squad on this track believes today is their day. Look at the intensity in these athletes' eyes as they settle into position. Months of work compressed into under 4 minutes of controlled chaos. Spain hits the front early and refuses to give it up. Italy is right there, hungry, dangerous. Then Germany and Norway charge into the picture mid-race, and suddenly it's a 4-team war. And Ireland's Rhasidat Adeleke is running like she's got something to prove. Baton after baton, the lead keeps changing, the crowd is on its feet, and nothing is settled. The women's 4x400 final is set. 8 nations ready to leave everything on this track. 4 legs, 4 runners, 1 shot at gold. Every team's done the math, every anchor is ready. This atmosphere is electric, and it is time to race. They're off. Italy out hard from lane 2. Alessandra Almasio setting a blistering early pace, and Spain is right on her shoulder. The stagger's still intact through the first bend, but Italy looks strong. Spain's runner is pushing hard. Germany and Belgium are right in this thing. Nothing settled yet. Italy hands over clean, and Adeleke Pansini takes the baton in front. Spain exchanges to Bertha Segura, the 400 meters finalist, and she is moving. Norway gets Andrea Ruth away, the 400 meters hurdles champion now running on the flat, and Ruth means business. Belgium is surging into this too. Wide open race right now. Spain goes to Lara Pinocchio, and Germany sends Maya Shore into the third leg. Norway's exchange to Ertegard is a mess. They lose real ground right there. Shore is driving hard for Germany, Pinocchio answering for Spain. And Ireland's Rhasidat Adeleke has come from nowhere, eating up ground at a frightening rate. Germany hands to Brenda Katian, and she's gone. Spain and Italy right behind her. Katian powering down the home straight, and she is pulling clear. Spain's Andrea Rosetta is giving it everything she has, and Pinocchio ran a great third leg to put Spain right in this fight, but Germany has too much left. Here comes Adeleke for Ireland, closing fast from way back, eating up ground with every stride. But she's run out of real estate. Katian hits the line. Germany wins gold in 3 minutes 35.38. And look at the fight for the medals behind her. Spain takes silver, Andrea Rosetta crosses in 3:36.10. Italy comes charging through for bronze in 3:36.31, less than 1 second covering all 3 medal teams in one of the tightest relay finishes you will ever see. This crowd absolutely cannot believe what they just watched. Germany is gold. Katian's arms fly wide, and the entire German squad comes sprinting onto the track to celebrate with her. All 4 German women together now. Shore, Hensley, Katian, Koch. Hugging, screaming, completely overwhelmed with emotion. This crowd is roaring for them. They ran a complete relay from the first step to the last, and every single one of them knew it the moment Katian broke that tape. European champions. Look at that scoreboard. Germany 3:35.38 gold, Spain silver in 3:36.10, Italy bronze in 3:36.31, Norway run a national under-23 record 3:38.41, Ireland a national under-20 record 3:37.39, and Adeleke's anchor leg will be talked about for a long time. Belgium also a national under-20 record 3:37.95. Records dropping all over the results sheet tonight. The German flag is out on the track now, and this team is soaking every second of it in. Germany had to fight for every single meter of this race. Spain pushed them deep into the final straight. Italy came flying through at the end. And Adeleke put a real scare into the field down that home stretch. But this German squad had the depth and the composure to hold their lead when it mattered most. 4 women, 4 legs, European gold. Watch it again in slow motion. Schore's third leg is where Germany takes control, driving hard through the bend and opening a gap. Norway's exchange to Ertegard is rough in real time, and frame by frame it's even worse. Ruth hands late and Ertegard loses a full stride right there, and that gap never closes. Now watch Adeleke on the anchor. The acceleration is something else, closing a huge deficit in a very short amount of time. But Katjan stays locked in her form all the way through the line. Textbook relay running from Germany, and they've got the gold to prove it. Germany won this race on the third leg. Not at the finish line, not at the final exchange. The moment Maya Schor came off the second bend of leg 3 and opened a gap on Spain and Italy, this race was effectively over. Schor drove hard through the curve, and by the time she reached the final exchange zone, Germany had enough of a cushion that Brenda Katjan could run her own race down the straight rather than react to anyone else. That's a significant difference in a relay. An anchor running with a lead is an anchor in control. Katjan didn't have to take risks. She ran clean, she ran composed, and she crossed in 3:35.38. The Norwegian collapse is the other story of this race, and it goes a long way toward explaining how Germany ended up with that cushion. Andrea Ruth ran the 400 meters hurdles final earlier in the session and won it. Remarkable individual achievement. But Ruth came into the third leg carrying fatigue, and when Norway's exchange to Linnea Ertegard went wrong, they lost ground they simply couldn't recover. A bad handoff in a relay doesn't just cost you a stride, it breaks the rhythm of the incoming runner and often disrupts the outgoing runner's acceleration. Norway were a genuine medal threat before that exchange zone. After it, they were running for fourth. That sequence benefited Germany directly. Schor had room to assert herself without Norway's pace as a reference point alongside her. Spain ran a disciplined relay. Bertha Segura on leg 2, described as a 400 meters finalist, gave Spain the position to compete. Lara Pinocchio ran a strong third leg that kept Spain within striking distance of Germany into the final exchange. Andrea Rosetta on the anchor gave everything the position required. 3:36.10 is a legitimate silver. Spain didn't lose this race through error. They lost it because Germany's third leg was better. Italy's bronze at 3:36.31 tells a similar story. Less than a second covered gold, silver, and bronze. 3 teams that close at the finish means at least 2 of them ran near their ceiling. Italy did, Spain did, Germany ran better. The performance Ireland's Rhasidat Adeleke produced on the anchor deserves its own sentence. Ireland were out of medal contention at the final exchange. Adeleke closed a large gap in under 300 meters and nearly reached the podium. Ireland finished 5th in 3:37.39, a national under-20 record. That closing speed from Adeleke on an anchor leg after Ireland's earlier runners had left her significant ground to make up is the kind of individual split that gets circulated in coaching circles. She ran out of track, not out of speed. The margin between Ireland 5th and Italy 3rd was fractions of a second. Norway, Belgium, and Ireland all set national records in this final. A 4x400 final where 5 of 8 teams run national records is a deep, fast field, and it makes Germany's winning time more meaningful than it might appear in isolation. 3:35.38 at this level of competition, in a final this competitive, puts Germany firmly among the top European relay programs right now. The depth across all 4 legs is what separates genuine relay teams from assembled squads of individual quarterfinalists. Germany had Schor run the decisive leg in the middle of the race, saved Katjan for the anchor, and managed the race rather than reacting to it. That's organization. The next significant test for this group will confirm whether this performance represents a ceiling or a floor.